Okay. So we want to welcome you to Kenya Film Classification Board. So we didn't bring many people here today because of two reasons. One, the MOH protocols for COVID. And then secondly, because we are live, we are going to be live on all our platforms. So most of the people will actually be watching us from outside than from here. Otherwise, we are going to start our program with prayers, and then we can move on to the other parts.
Okay.
Of the whole thing. So I'm humbled to pray for you. Let's pray. Father, in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, we thank you, we praise you, and we glorify you. We want to thank you for this is the day that you have made, that we shall rejoice and be glad in it. We want to thank you that finally we are here as a team to launch the Kenya Film Classification Board website. We do not take it for granted. We want to thank you for everybody who is here to witness this event. We pray that you will be with us, that it will be a success, and that even after the launch, everything will work well to the glory of your name. In Jesus' name we pray and believe.
Amen.
Then before I hand over to the CEO, we have the media here. We have other people, our friends who have come to be party to the event. Probably during the vote of thanks we'll recognize them even more. But we have Cyrus, we have Gabriel from Kikosi, and then we have Cephas and Charlo. Cephas and Charlo from Concepts and Events. They're equally here with us to support us as we do the launch.
Okay.
Thank you, sir, and I'll return the program to you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Nelly. Good morning, everyone, once again. I am Dr. Ezekiel Mutua, the CEO of the Kenya Film Classification Board. Let me take this opportunity to welcome you to this auspicious occasion, small and simple as it is very important for us. Today, we are gathered here to officiate or to conduct the launch of our revamped website for the Kenya Film Classification Board. And as you all know, digital communication is the in thing right now, majorly because of convergences of the media, globalization, and now with the COVID and the inability to be able to transact a lot of business physically, it has even become more apparent and imperative that institutions, both government and private sector, find ways of moving to the new normal. And the new normal is on the digital platforms. The new normal is on social media. The new normal is on digital communication. The new normal is in merging your communication to the platforms where people can access from everywhere. And the beauty with this for us as a government agency is that most of our clients, they are also global. When we are issuing film licenses, for instance, our filmmakers come from everywhere. In fact, every day I'm getting people from Slovakia, from Italy, from Britain, applying for film licenses. Before, we have been operating by having film agents or registered film agents coming on behalf of those international filmmakers to apply physically for a film license. But with the launch of this website and our migration from that physical transaction, fueled by the COVID-19 and the desire to move to the new normal, now you can apply for your film license from anywhere in the world. And you can get in touch with us. You can know how much it's going to cost you. You can know when your license is ready, and you can be able to print it from your destination so that when you are coming to do your filming, you don't have to interact to come here to apply for the paper, for the physical license. Secondly, most of our clients are young people. They are the youth, the modern generation that is more into the handheld devices, is in the digital media and the digital space, and their communication being global netizens, as it were, is based on social media, digital platforms, and the interaction with the rest of the world and with among themselves is mostly on these platforms. And so for government agencies like ourselves, who is connecting with the youth, with the children, and people who are interested in regulation of digital media and the digital space, then this was long overdue. And we are very grateful that our communications, corporate communications department, the film licensing department, and the rest of our ICT enterprise saw it necessary to really move and get collaborators and supporters like Kfcb, who have been working on our website, Cyrus here, one of our most established and celebrated editors. We have worked together with Cyrus Mwelo for many years, and many other people who came in to support this effort to ensure that our website is easy to navigate, is user-friendly, is accessible, and is interesting. You get an experience when you come to this website. So today we are here to do that launch, and allow me to just read a few formal remarks, and then we are going to get to do the honors as guided by Nelly. So as part of our efforts to enhance Kfcb brand visibility, connectivity with our stakeholders, and improved service delivery to our customers, we are pleased as a board to relaunch the revamped, versatile, easy to navigate, user-friendly website. This effort is inspired by the need to migrate from what has been known as an analog or physical interaction to the virtual communication, which has become extremely important and imperative, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic era. Consequently, this greatly has revolutionized our normal way of transacting business, like I've said, and it saves time, it is speedy, you are able to deliver services on time and connect with the rest of the world, particularly your customers, in real time. Government agencies and the private sector are therefore encouraged to conduct their businesses virtually as much as possible, especially during this era of COVID, so that we can keep social distancing and also avoid human interaction, which could spread the disease. This has led to the inevitable transition from in-person to virtual business transaction as the new normal. Traditionally, services that could not be offered virtually are now a click away. And with the touch of a button, you'll be able to apply for a film license. With the touch of a button, you'll be able to know where our customers are. You'll be able to see the events that we are doing. You'll be able to interact with us. You'll be able to ask questions, and you get answers in real time. As part of our business continuity plan, the board has come up with diverse strategies of serving our stakeholders even better under the above context of virtual or digital communication. In our efforts to continue executing our mandate as a board, while observing the COVID-19 protocols as much as possible, we are therefore committed to the revamped website, and we have made it more interactive, user-friendly, efficient, and effective. And we can assure our customers from everywhere in the world that we are able to connect with them in real time. As a matter of fact, the future of business, like I've said, will be more online. It is actually now a digital world. And like Thomas Friedman said in the book that I love reading and quoting, the world is flat. Indeed, the world has been flattened by COVID, and connectivity, interaction are now on the virtual global world. And this is where we are moving today, in style, in grit, and in a sense, I would say, with pride, that we'll be able now, as a government agency, to have the pride of visibility online and a connectivity and interaction with our customers. Indeed, the website that we are launching today is greatly fueled by a commitment to serve our internal and external stakeholders better in a more timely and efficient manner. In this regard, we've added key features to our website to ensure that we change with the times. Some of these newly introduced features include live chat to ensure real-time correspondence between the board and our stakeholders in a fast-changing, fast-paced era indebted to new digital information and digital media. With real-time correspondence, we intend to minimize delays normally occasioned by paper trails, emails redirecting to spam folders and other such inconveniences. Our revamped website has also synchronized our Twitter and Facebook page, making it a one-stop shop for our communication. In brief, or in one word, our revamped website will allow one to follow our events and engage on our page easily, interactively, and in a manner that you are going to like, I can assure you. A converged information platform is bound to help all our customers get information easily in a centralized manner and not opening a zillion tabs to be kept abreast with activities and other necessary information. For people living with disabilities, our new website allows an opportunity to navigate with minimal assistance. And of course, even closing that gap and complying with our constitution to serve PWDs like anybody else in a manner that they don't have to come or to struggle finding our physical offices from the comfort of their homes and their offices. They can be able, at the click of a button, to be able to get our services. And I think this is a major feat that we celebrate. We have, for instance, ensured that web adaptability not just across devices, but also to allow persons with visual challenges to effectively benefit. With such features, filmmakers and other stakeholders are now able to navigate with little difficulties or limited assistance. Among the services available online are our film licenses, like I've said, that any filmmaker, local or international, you can apply for your license online. And I think this is great for our filmmakers who have been coming just in the office next year. So now you can be able to apply for your films online. Film distributors, exhibitors, and filmmakers can now apply for whatever license they need at the convenience and comfort. And this is not just a step to curb the spread of coronavirus, but also a new reality for our stakeholders as Kfcb with regard to the acquisition of licenses and other related permits, but also our core mandate of ensuring that we regulate film and broadcast content to protect children from exposure to harmful content. We're also going to ensure that through this platform, we engage with our customers to understand us better. I think a lot of misunderstandings that were there, some of them were fueled by or were promoted by the fact that people are not able to access us. They were not able to read about us. They were not able to get answers to their questions. And so there were a lot of misunderstandings. Someone told us when we interact with the people, they realize we are not as bad as we sound or as we look. And I think this is the experience that you're going to get, that we'll be able to respond to your questions, interact with you, and we want to invite all our customers to find us on our website, on our social media platforms, and engage with us. It is now my distinct honor to declare the new Kenya Film Classification Board website officially launched, and I want to invite you to engage us via www.kfcb.go.ke, which goes live now. Thank you very much.
So, we need a laptop too, so that still can officially actually activate itself.
Okay. So what do I need to do?
Dennis, will be
and gentlemen, it gives me great honor to declare the newly revamped Kenya Film Classification Board website officially launched. Right?
We have a few seconds, you can just be done.
There's a countdown. I not seen that. My sight is failing me. So here we are. Welcome. Wow. Here we are. When you imefinyia pale, what do I need to do to remove that? Ama you want it like that? Yeah. Haraka sana. Okay. Very good. Asante sana. Picture. Aye. We can do with even our consultants. Let's start with the consultant, then managers. Very good. Cyrus is here. Cyrus, thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. Nelly Amanda, this is a consultant without. We look at you. Okay. You want us to remove the mask for a minute.
One more this side.
Okay.
Thank you.
Asante sana. Managers, Joel, Nelly, Lois. Oh, Lois couldn't recognize you. Okay. We are here now. All right.
Come this way.
The greatest beneficiaries of this facility will be actually the media, and I want to call George and my brother Anthony to represent the media. This is from government, my GAF and my GAF. Please come, join us here. No, we want to be together still. Yeah, karibu. These are our friends who have been helping us, but now we'll make your work easier. But now I know. He has been calling me and telling me, send me that. Now you'll just be getting the same. Yes, everything from them.
Okay. 1, 2. Look at you.
We are with this guy, yeah? Okay. And this one?
On this side.
We want to call Kefas and Chalo come and represent you.
Yeah, we have my youth.
What am my youth? Our branded Kfcb and confidential staff. Arakshe.
Karibuni. Hey, good to see you. Asante sana. Yeah. So mwingie pale mtupongeze, mtuambie tunakaaje. There's something we need to bring, but be kind please. Mpewa pole, tueleze kwa kipole tutaelewa. Sawa. Tumepigwa na Kefas. Kefas tumetoka mbali. Kitema? Yes. Hii ni padiem bwana. Hii padiem bwana ni kufanya kuna kazi hiyo kampuni fulani. Don't want to be young like some of us. We have somewhere. Ya kuwekelea mkono. Unatoa mtizo. Ndio maana kuonea juu unaweza kuwa mbozi yake. Mtaki hapo haya wacha piga alafu.
Just go in. But yeah, you're okay now.
Okay. Sawa. You're good?
Yes, good.
Very good.
So nothing ends without cutting our
Oh, there's even a cake.
Yes, we've been waiting for long.
Very good. Imepigwa picha hapa inakaa mzuri sana. Somebody needs to zoom. And then I hope somebody will show us a bit of
Yes,
the meaning, yeah? Because there was somebody.
yes,
And Cyrus can also say a few words.
yes.
Nataka tufanyie upande huo.
Sijui tuangalishe hivi so that you get the...
Ungeweka ile ikuwe tu on the main
Let's
page.
continue having the main
Just
page.
put the main page kwanza. I wish there was something that stays there. Now tumeenda kwa licenses. Weka the main page to home page. Yeah. Okay. Bas. Acha ikae hapo kidogo na haka toto. I like this one. Yeah. Yeah, this one. Siende bwana. Ama ni mimi nimepoa ile kaenda. Katoto kameenda wapi? Where is that girl? Who is that lady?
Let's stay on that page. Yeah.
Yeah, weka wacha tu ikae hivyo. So tunakata nani atuongoza?
Sisi tu.
Tunataka tukule hii wote.
Kwa hiyo unaweza kuchukua picha you can
Hii yetu,
see.
please.
It has,
You want kabla
logo
nikate?
and the WW.
Before I spoil the cake, anybody who needs a photo, it's very beautiful. It is the real website, eh? Oh, hakuna W. Oh, okay, all right, very good. You gotten that, eh? All right, so now we can go.
Yeah.
Haya, nani anapiga nduru? Kata keki, kata. Maybe I thought this was yours. You were supposed to be the one handling this, eh?
No, unatuanzishia
Very
kwanza.
good. Yeah. So we can put this one here.
This is just to signify that it is a good day. We are happy. We are finally.
Tuko na target za kutosha.
Yes, yes.
Tunataka hao wenzetu, these are the most important people. These are our clients.
Yes.
The media is among the top clients. So who can we have
Charity and
charity?
medicine.
Kuna saa nyingine. Okay, you can. Yeah. No, tuanze na clients, eh? Watauki.
Hata ikiisha, tunajipitia.
Wale walitengeneza wakuja hapa, hao ndio niwalisha mimi. Bas. Cyrus. Sasa nyinyi ndio mfanya hii kazi for all those months. What do we do? I'm told because of COVID I cannot siwezi wawekelea kwa mdomo. So weka tu karani. Okay, nile yako.
Well, unanitake when siwezi.
Okay. Hata mungekuja hapa Cyrus, you are the team. Come near here. The three of you. Nelly ni Muluya. Nelly anapenda kukula sana. So tumpatie kubwa kidogo, eh. Yeah, so this is very important. Hey, Joy, come this side. Where is Petronilla? Okay. All right. So, nani atalisha hao wenzetu? Everybody, beba kakitu. This is very nice. Tafadhalini. Yeah? Okay, hata mimi nipate kamoja. Serviette. Kidogo tu. Okay, yes, I can have.
Sio wa Muluya.
Kule mingi pia. Asante. Ongezea Joel anahitaji.
Ni wa huko kidogo.
Acha mimi niongezee.
Leo kujeni iko. Please enjoy this day. Ndio tuketi tumalizie. Ni tamu sana.
Wakamba hata wanapenda kuliko Waluya.
Sema una kakeki.
Sitapata.
Okay.
Thank you.
How are we doing? Is it working?
Is it working? It's active. Ongeza sana.
Sasa tumalizie, then watu waendelee. Naweza tu iache
So we
hapo.
can get back to our positions. Usiogope, iko hapa nitawapatia.
Kuna hii inasonga. Tunaomba tu tukae tu ikiwa hivyo ni sawa. Oh, this is not mine. Oh. Okay. I hope the mics are working, because I would like to request our friends. Where is the program? I seem to. You want? Maybe you can handle that. Yeah.
Okay, so we, Cyrus, had given you this opportunity as an honor, as also my senior, to do question and answer, if there's any.
But we never got to know the team, eh? So do they want to say anything, Kikosi? Gabriel, you want to say? Probably, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're okay.
My name is Gabriel Timodo, the CEO of Kfcb Limited. It is an honor to carry my organization to carry out this task. And thank you, Dr. Mutua, for ensuring also the youth get opportunities in your organization. And also I want to thank His Excellency the President for the policy for 30% procurement for the youth. This job we got under the youth category, and it's very, very, youth being a focal point of your organization, being able to get opportunities and do jobs and be able to prove that youth can and be able to deliver the project in a very user-friendly way. I'd like to mention that our thinking is in whatever we deliver is taking the brand to the next level. As you can see, if you ever look at the site, the site that was there before and after, you'll be able to see that we're able to produce user-friendly solutions, which is the core of our mission in our organization. Maybe I can take a question, maybe from anyone.
Okay, we can hear Cyrus. Cyrus has been guiding the editorial elements of this work.
Thank you, Dr. Mutua. I think this is a milestone for Kfcb, because where they were and where they are today in terms of visibility, through the website alone, I think is a humongous feat that they've achieved. Because today, as we talk, there is no communication without digital aspects of it. So I think this is a mile that we are covering today. And congrats, Dr. Mutua, for commissioning this. I think I want to thank Kikosi and the team inwardly that worked on this. It wasn't easy to come up with whatever you can see there. But today, we can all celebrate as we wipe our sweat. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Cyrus. Joel Wamalo is our licensing manager, who will be the major beneficiary, really, because a lot of guys who want to apply for licenses, which is really what is now driving the economy in the creative sector. Anybody who wants to make a film, local, international, they have to come here and apply. They used to, like I said, camp in the office next. Joel will be the greatest beneficiary. Maybe he can make a remark or two.
Oh, thank you, CEO, and thank you, Kikosi, and my colleagues, and also the members of the Fourth Estate for coming here. On this particular milestone, as a board, I'm one of the greatest beneficiary, because as we endeavor to serve the youth, as we endeavor to serve our all clients within Kenya and outside the country, we want to serve them within a record time. And equally, we will benefit by interacting with you and also responding to issues in real time. Sometimes, whenever I meet my colleagues, meet you clients out here, I often ask you, what can we do for you? And for the simple question is, you could not interact with us in time, and we have now provided a proper platform for that simple question that you want to ask us. You can really get in touch with us in real time, and we'll be able to serve you such that we go forward not only as a regulator but also as a friendly partner in every business that we are doing. This one will open up all our offices. Now they are virtual. Whatever you want to be served, kindly get to our website and refer even your colleagues who want to know something about Kenya Film Classification Board, and will be glad to serve them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we can take questions, or Nelly, maybe Nelly.
Okay, yes.
The corporate communication is also the greatest beneficiary. I think sometimes because of time zones, we are serving clients and customers from different parts of the world. When we are sleeping, others are waking up, and so on. And I think corporate communications challenges of time zones and the ability to reach customers in real time to respond to their questions, I think now we are sorted. And I will also be asking Lois probably if there's any legal protection that our customers are assured of any comment from your side. But Nelly, really, this is the new normal. We've given her now the power to be available, to be reached, we have provided ease of doing communication and convergence of digital communication in one-stop shop under this website. And we also want to thank her for the great job she has done to guide the process up to this point in time. You can say a word.
Okay, thank you, sir. Because we are not only here, we are live there on our pages, and I know there are people who are waiting, because last week, as a part of the hype to this event, we had young people whom we had encouraged to answer questions about KFCB, and we were giving out actually 3,000 Kenya shillings, a lot of money. I was tempted even to also answer, but I said they are my children. Let me leave them answer those questions. So today we are going to post a question, as we said, the jackpot question. We know you've already started interacting with us out there. Please, we'll be waiting. That those who talked about the likes, remember, even when we are voting for anybody, the public opinion counts. So you organize, mobilize, be creative, innovative, let your friends know that you are going to earn that. It cannot just be what is KFCB and you say Kenya Film Classification Board and you get 10,000. You have to labor for it. So friends, I know you are out there. We've been interacting. You are waiting. The question will soon be posted, and we'll do more of this. We did last week. Thank you for making it fun, interactive. We'll be doing more. We are looking forward to the winner of the jackpot, 10,000 Kenya shillings, powered by Kenya Film Classification Board. Thank you.
Thank you, Nelly, and congratulations for all the winners so far, and we are looking forward to see the jackpot winner who gets 10,000 Kenya shillings. Imagine, instead of using your phone to just waste your time or insult people or hate on people, we are also giving you some money. So this is really cool. So is there any question we can give our technical people? Yes, there is a question there. George, you have a question? Yeah, we can start with the order.
Congratulations for this launch.
Thank you.
I think it's the best way forward, given also the situation of the COVID. My question is, if you're applying for a license, are you able to pay through M-Pesa or PayPal through that website? That's the first question. Question number two.
Someone stepped on it or something?
Yes, they did.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, that's a sign of abundance. Yeah. The second question is, if because this crucially is a classification establishment, is somebody is able to upload a film or movie that they have done so that it's classified without them coming to the office? Those are two questions I have.
Okay, we can get my brother here, then Joel. But I think those are later to Joel, so let's hear yours.
My name is Robert Ouma. Thank you, Mhesh, for for the launch. My question is, now that the launch has been done, the filmmakers will go out there and produce something nice that people would want to see. How about content creators? Do they also need license to do whatever they're doing? That is question one. And also, in the same line, of late we've been seeing content creators, quote unquote, doing what politicians do. They try to mimic them, exactly what they do, and now that the world is a flat place, most of the time they derive humor from what they do, mimicking politicians. Do you think the general public out there will try to give some judgment on what politicians do and maybe change their tactics on something?
Okay, you said your name is who?
Robert Oma.
Robert, let me start with Robert. I think there are two questions for payment of licenses and whether we can examine and classify films online. I will ask my colleague Joel to respond to that. But in respect to content creators, am I on? In respect to content creators and how this versatile revamped website is going to help them, I think your guess is as good as mine, that the benefit of reaching out to the people you want to do business with, because content creators need to do business with us. As a government agency, our commitment and desire is to create ease of doing business. And by relaunching this website, this is what we are doing. I know there are different genres of content, and our young people are very creative, very innovative, and there are different things that are being done out there. One of the things that we want to commit is not to inhibit that creativity. We want, as a board, to become facilitative as opposed to being an impediment. So anybody with good ideas, all we're asking them is ensure that those ideas follow the law. As you express your creativity, please ensure that it is not obscene, it is not vulgar. The classifiable elements that we look at, nudity, obscenity, vulgarity, violence or incitement to violence, propaganda for war, vilification of people and destroying people's reputation, defamation and so on. Just ensure that as a young person, you are a decent person. A young man was asking for his grandfather for advice on what career he would pursue. And I liked the answer that the old man gave him. He told him, simply be a good man. That is one area where you will never lack a job and there is no competition. Just be a good man. It doesn't pay to use social media to insult, to tarnish people's names, to distribute, like you saw last week, images that you can't even verify whether they are real or, photoshopped, of national leaders, and taking pride in trading that and shaming people for nothing. I think my appeal would be, as we interact with them, we'll be monitoring as we have always done, because we have a broadcast monitoring unit, which includes monitoring content online. But we don't want to become an impediment to our children. We cannot classify or monitor every content. Our attention is always drawn when there's something obnoxious or something against the law. And that's why we start now chasing them. We are pleading with you that now that you have this website, why don't you ask the question first? If I post this, am I going to be violating any law? And we are going to answer you in real time. When you leave your question there, unlike when you are sending it to our reception, everybody will be able to see. So somebody cannot say, oh, we never saw your question. It is out there for the world to see. And that's the beauty of this. And we're asking that also this becomes a turning point where instead of Kfcb holding a big stick and looking for who has offended, who has violated the law, we are now going to be interacting with you and helping you also and mentoring you, because this creates ease of interaction. And then about mimicking politicians or anybody else, this is also a creativity. So if you are gifted, I know a lot of people think we have had issues with DJ Afro and others. There's absolutely no crime in mimicking me. In fact, I am wondering whether you don't like my voice or my face, because I want people to mimic me. I was very impressed when I was mimicked by the kids in Uruma, the H-Town kids, and actually I took them some equipment as a result. People love it. Did you see what they did to the president about his speech for Madaraka Day? You know, so there's no problem with that. It's part of creativity. Only do not misrepresent, do not twist it in a manner that you defame me or in a manner that you put words in my mouth. Just be a good person. Use the digital world and this digital space to enhance your creativity and to benefit from it. Answer questions and get the 10,000 or the 3,000 that Nelly has been giving. And we are going to be creating opportunities like those to see how we can support the young people to benefit from their creativity. So I think this is a genre of art, in my view, and I wish I was as gifted to be able to vary my voice and mimic you as well, Robert. So let me ask my colleague Joel to respond to the others.
Thank you, CEO. The question actually is with regard to our online services. If one can apply for an online filming license, and two, if we can also as well as someone submit his content for classification. On this particular platform,
Oh, this one, sorry.
yeah, on this particular platform, actually we have initiated a tab where one can equally process all the payments, all the application, and equally get their licenses in real time within 1 hour at most. And this one has been made possible because of this particular technology that we have put forward. Equally, the integrity of all the scripts, I understand. The other day we were discussing with some of the filmmakers who are applying online that their storyboards, their concepts may leak online. We told them no, as a board, this particular platform, we work with a high integrity, and whenever you submit your content, it's you that we're interacting with. And eventually when we give you a license, you will never see us leaking your information or your concept anywhere else. For classification, yes, we are receiving content online, and people are submitting, and technology has really changed. Nowadays, our clients are submitting links to us through the platform, and we are able to go through the films that they have done, the works they have done, build them accordingly, and equally issue them classification certificates. This one has enabled us to serve people who are even sending their content outside to other platforms like Showmax, and even Netflix. And so, with this particular platform, I call upon all our clients, be it filmmakers and creative work, can they submit their content online? Because with that, we would easily serve you and also create a database. The other day we had some clients who came here, the members of the public, and they wanted to find out who are these filmmakers in this country who can do a good film, a documentary for them. And we easily took them through the website and showed them that these are the people who have registered with us, we have certified them, and therefore you can contact either of them and they will be able to do you a good job. So therefore, this particular platform, anyone can get the services he wants that relates to creative works and film classification. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay. Yes.
I feel like you haven't replied to my first question. For example, not these content creators. Would there be any legal consequences to them if they fail to submit for the license? Because they also have a massive influence to the public out there.
Are these YouTube content creators or the filmmakers?
No, the content creators. Like, I could be here, try to do anything here without, I don't need maybe your license to shoot something here and post how activities are going on here, like Njugush and the rest.
Let me tell you the way it works. The law is the law. The Films and Stage Plays Act stipulates clearly that no film or class of film shall be made in Kenya without a filming license from the board, particularly where that film is for public exhibition. All right? So the definitive words there are film or class of film for public exhibition. If you're doing it for what we call user generated for personal consumption or just sharing among your friends, but if that friends become a group that can be defined as public exhibition, you ought to take a license. whether you're doing it online. We have said this is a new way, this is the new world, this is the new business. E-services are supporting e-businesses, and therefore this is a new world. So if you really want to be recognized as a professional, I think the first thing is to understand how this digital world operates and the laws governing it. So you are not exempt from this dictates of Cap 222 just because you're doing it online. If you're going to create material from your house using your phone or whatever gadget, and you post it on YouTube to be consumed by the public, as a matter of law, you are required to obtain a filming license. However, we recognize that Kenya is still moving towards appropriating, the digital benefits or dividends after 2015, moving from analog to digital. That our youth who have had their devices and they're very creative and they just want to create TikTok or some laughter, they want to enjoy themselves using their technology, or move it now to a point where they have marketed themselves enough to make money. We don't want to be there pretending every small guy in the ghetto who is trying to use a phone. Really, that's not the work of the government. But we are monitoring to see, because you are supposed to get to acquire a filming license. How do we manage it and create a balance that will ensure that when you have marketed yourself, and the ones you are mentioning, Jugush, the guy from Mieko, Disagu. I mean, we know the business has moved to YouTube. And then you start now gathering numbers. If you have 100 YouTube followers, 200, 500, and you're exhibiting content that you have created in your house using your phone to 500, that is public. So essentially, if we decided to arrest you, we can. And there is nothing you'll do. The judge will jail you, the police will arrest you, because the law says no film or class of film. And the film is defined in the law as anything audiovisual. It has sound, it has images. Anything within that gamut is the purview of Kenya Film Classification Board. Only that we have been so lenient and so understanding and so encouraging to our young people to use technology to make money, and that they shouldn't think that everything that they are touching, everything they want to do, they will have to reckon with the government or to be clamped down by the government. But we are saying, if you want to be recognized as a profession, as a business, please obey the law. Because like I always say, the guy who is doing furniture along Langata Road or along Gara or anywhere, that guy has a license. Don't think they just start making furniture. The man who is running a car wash, the guy who is running a tea kiosk by the roadside, don't just imagine they open a tea kiosk. They know there is a license from the Ministry of Health. Otherwise, you can make poison or feed people with poison saying it is tea or it is chapati or some mandazi you are selling. If those guys are also young and they are gifted in cooking mandazi and they are getting a license, they are gifted in making furniture like we saw, some of them along Langata, why do you want to pretend to be a special breed of human beings that can just use this space, sell your content? In fact, a lot of times, nonsense, obscenity, matusi, uchafu, pornography, and now you want, don't be touched, you are called creatives, we are the God's children. Hao ni wa shetani. Ukijana natengeneza meza huko ni mtu ya shetani. Are they not youth to be treated fairly and equally by the government? So this is what we are saying, that you are disadvantaging yourself, disenfranchising yourself by refusing to comply with the law. The government will never recognize you as a profession. You will continue doing, cat and mouse sort of games, and when COVID comes like now, you find a lot of people are suffering. How I wish we can all be decent people and say, mimi nitatengeneza pesa nikitumia YouTube. I'm going to be to engage in content, YouTube content aggregation, content distribution online. That is my forte. How can Kfcb help me or reduce the license so that I'm not like the Muzungu coming from abroad? That's a conversation we can engage in. And I'm sure if you come to Joel and say, mimi nataka kutii sheria, I am doing it on YouTube. I create my own things, even these TikTok things. If you are laughing, people, you're making people laugh and you're making money out of it, because anybody on YouTube, the day will start clapping down on you, you will start saying government inatuonea. Now yet, like I've said, we are only trying to apply the law equally. To answer your question, everybody, including those who are posting on YouTube, should have a license. But you have given them the grace period. We monitor to see how big is that platform. Like for Eric Omondi now, given his numbers, he has obviously gotten a license from us. The Sangu the same, and others. People like Jalango, big, they're those ones. But the small guys who are still trying to market themselves, we can advise them, we can help them, we can give them gratis licenses. Students in schools, we can give them gratis licenses, engage with them. But the moment you become big and you are a name to reckon with, you are Eric Omondi, you are Henry Disangu, you are Churchill, you are Jalango, you are Jugush, why do you want to break the law? How can you claim to be the champion of creativity and morality and using your creativity to challenge government and challenge other people's behavior when you yourself, you're breaking the very basic law and wanting to be special, better than the guy who is doing furniture, who has to pay a license to NEMA and other agencies, the guy who is doing a tea kiosk, running a tea kiosk, a poor guy like you, young like you, talented like you, to make mandazi. That's creativity as well. But they are paying a license. Now, wewe unakata. Those are the sort of issues now we need to engage in to ensure that our youth understand. It's not us versus them. It's a question of understanding what laws govern the sector that you're operating in.
How long is the grace period, Mahesh?
You know, it depends. You know, if you start today, Robert, if you start today, you know, we monitor your numbers. In fact, I think Joel should be answering that because really it has been a challenge. Remember, we issued a statement, was it in 2017, where Tiandela came here and even interviewed our colleague without disclosing that he was interviewing them. And we saw it on TV. And I was in the office. That day I was in the office until 8. And my colleague was so traumatized because she was just asked a question at the reception, a junior employee, and engaged in good faith because that's who we are as Kfcb, responded. And the question was, if I'm creating content for YouTube, do I need a license? And the girl said, yes, you do, if it's for public exhibition. We issued a statement. I remember I was in France when that drama started here, and Nelly clarified, yes, you do. But because we don't want it to be an impediment, let us monitor. Who are you? How big are the numbers? Are you making money? And if you're making money, then we can help you to get the license and operate in a legal way. It has been work in progress. I think with now this website, we can answer more of those questions. But film is defined in the law that establishes the board as anything audiovisual, and YouTube content is audiovisual. If you post, even on WhatsApp groups, and you amass sufficient numbers that can be deemed as public, that is film. If a public service vehicle mounts a screen and starts showing in the form of entertaining passengers, that is an exhibition. So we'll move there. So it is both physical but also online. And I want people to begin to appreciate that online is the way to go. Look at people like, and I wanted to use the example of Trevor Noah, successful comedians and international brands. Look at the kind of, how they have developed even the conversations that they create and how popular they are with their platforms, including getting the opportunity to interview presidents and global leaders. I wish our young people can start branding and modeling themselves along those global icons so that you can make real money and be a Trevor Noah of the future.
My name is Joel Chacha from Switch TV. Still focus on that particular topic. So does it mean it's for KFCB to reach out to those who are having numbers? Because, you know, my target could be 3 million and I'm having 250 and I think it's not much enough. So how do I know I'm supposed to come for the license? Or is it you who will come and request me to have a license?
Everybody's supposed to have a license, okay? But the assumption that you are doing it, you are posting it for public consumption as a way of doing business, that's what we can discuss. Because I can create it and post. I do post also, but I don't do post to make business. Only a few times when I'm requested by some corporates or government agencies to use my Twitter numbers to support some campaigns. I ensure that what I post is in line with their policy, is in line with the Kfcb policy, and I'm supporting a good cause. But because I'm using bundles and I'm using my platforms, I don't know how all those people who follow me, why they follow me, but they're following the brand Ezekiel Mutua, so I charge 50,000, 100,000. Once in a while, I make some money out of my Twitter and Facebook. If I was requested to pay because I'm making money, or I professionalize that to become my way of doing business, and I'm not earning a living, then I would take a filming license and market myself as such and tell people how much they need to pay. So if you're going on YouTube, you are being paid. The moment you start earning, as a matter of fact, you should be here, the first thing. I've said the conversation is about engaging the youth to avoid generalizing and clamping down on people who are not making much from YouTube. But we can tell by the numbers. We know how the calculations are done. So the likes of Jugush, the ones I mentioned, ought to be paying.
So it's for you to reach out.
I asked you, who reaches out for those guys who are making furniture? If you are getting into a profession, you learn the laws. Yeah? You don't reach out. Those NEMA goes to arrest them. If you mount your speaker there and start singing to people to entertain them, NEMA will come because they are the ones who are supposed to determine, they call decibels or whatever, the volume. Yeah, you are disturbing the public.
This is because you said there's a grace period. At the same time,
it's not grace period. The grace period is not like a grace period in the law. It's like you start today. I don't think I'll be interested with you. If I find you funny, I would want to get interested with your content. But if the numbers start rising, you see, they don't rise for everybody at the same time. So the grace period is about how long can we tolerate somebody who has been on YouTube making money out of it without now writing to them and telling them, we have been watching your content and you don't have a license and you're exhibiting to a huge number. Let me tell you what drives us most of the time is not the money that people pay for the license. It is when they start distributing dirty content, explicit content, pornography, when they start breaking the law, or now mimicking, but mimicking to twist, mimicking to malign, mimicking to tweak them or to change the messages. So that has been more of our forte than the money. Only in few cases, like the case of Eric Omondi, I think we interacted with Bati the other day, took a license and so on. We are not out to frustrate the youth, but we are saying, why do you want to discriminate against the guy who is talented in carpentry and artisan, the artisans in Gekomba, wherever, who are very gifted in making sufurias, and they are also young, they are youth like you. We are saying, consider yourself as a Kenyan, follow the law. Those ones know if I'm making a sufuria, nikigonga na nyundo, kelele, who is the government body that deals with the kelele? Look at how ridiculous it is. As we are even dealing with the most sophisticated stuff. Somebody is monitoring the decibels, the volume of noise, how far inaenda wapi, stuff like that. Even DJs in clubs, they are being dictated. If they go from this, I don't know how they measure the decibels or whatever. But the DJ has to follow the law so that if you're operating in a club, you are not making noise to the neighborhood. This is just to ensure that you have a decent society where we can all live together happily and where we are not accused as government. Why should the carpenter pay for a license? A young person, this age, talented in making this, or the guy who made this cake, you think they just sat together somewhere na wakatengeneza cake wakauzia Kfcb? There is a lot of regulation there. So be a decent person and follow regulation. I'm a journalist by training, with my brother here. We were not professionals until our time when I joined KUJ, and we said if you want to be recognized as a profession, then let us have a code of ethics first, and then let us have a law. Now there's a law that governs the conduct and the practice of journalism in Kenya, and is regulated by the Media Council of Kenya. This area of content consumption, content creation, distribution, exhibition, broadcasting, and the possession is the area of Kfcb. But I'm saying we have been so lenient because we took the mandate not too long ago. As you know, it used to be under DFS. We took it not too long ago. We are hoping through this website we will create more awareness about these conversations. Okay, anybody else? We have to finish now. I think tumejaribu. Tuwashukuru sana and wish you a good day. we want to also have a data bank of the people we interact with, including the media. Our stakeholders cut from the media, through the parents, to religious leaders, filmmakers, consumers of the content that is created in this country, and everyone is important and they matter to us. I hope through this new platform we can now interact more and enjoy the friendships that we have created over time. Asanteni sana. Have a good day.
Ladies and gentlemen, asanteni. Sasa tumeacha kuwa live, I hope. No problem. Okay, I just wanted to say thank you once more for the media people. You'll have to wait there so that we talk about the press release and any other extra information that you may be needing. And then for the service providers,